Members of the art community in NCR Delhi, India, and abroad, we are very happy to introduce to you today a new, upcoming, and contemporary artist, Mrs. Sharmila Thapar. She has, to her credit, almost 80 to 90 paintings, all of them vibrant and in very bright colors. And it is certainly very intriguing to ask her how she has come to this point of her art journey. Well, Sharmila, can you please tell us when did you first start painting?
Thank you very much for having me here and showing you a couple of my paintings and for introducing the art community and me. I will say that I first started sketching with charcoal way back in 1983, and 83-84 I did a few charcoal pieces including a self-portrait and some watercolors and some still life oils. In 84 when I got married, I left it all behind, intending to continue wherever I set up home, but somehow it just did not happen. So there was a hiatus.
And have you formally received any training in the fine arts?
No, I have not received any formal training. In fact, it's been hands-on wherever, whenever I can learn something from people, from various artists, various tips which people give me. And to be very honest, my father sketched a lot and my mother was an artist. She had received some very brief training, but she made only a few pieces and that was it. Yeah, and I think it was just in me. I never really received any training, and now I can proudly say that my two girls, grown up now, they are also following in my footsteps, but they do it very rarely, but they do it beautifully. So at least I've passed on something in my genes to them, and let's see what happens to the generation after.
So when did you rediscover your love for colors and what mediums did you work with, Sharmila?
Okay, after a long hiatus, when we moved to Italy, I was very intrigued by the art form they have. It's a style called trompe-l'oeil. It's literally translated, it means the triumph of the eye. Basically, it's the shading of light and dark which makes everything look 3D. If you look at any good Italian painting, new or old, especially the old ones, it's a flat painting, but you really feel it's 3D. Unless you actually go and touch, and I have touched a few, it is amazing. So I wanted to learn that. I learnt a little bit, and unfortunately in the time I had there, I couldn't find English speaking teachers, so whatever I could understand from the Italians in their language, I tried to follow that. In fact, in my exhibitions I have put one such painting with that technique, and that is what started me back on my journey. I did a few more watercolors and a couple of oils again. After that, when we moved to Lebanon, there was something there. One, I had an empty nest, and two, there is some vibration of culture there which just got me going. Maybe I formed friends with some very good artists, very encouraging artists, or maybe I saw many paintings and art forms around me and true appreciation of them, that I really got into it full time. That's when I really rediscovered my passion for the colors.
And have you done any other kind of art form, Sharmila?
Yes, I started off with charcoals, oils, watercolors, moved on to trompe-l'oeil, and then went on to, in Lebanon, I went full on into acrylics, which gave me spontaneity, which gave me almost instant results in whatever I wanted, and then I could tweak them to my liking. I still continued doing a few oils here and there, but that was a slow, tedious but soothing and calming process. So the oils keep on, but more of acrylics. and it's less messy too. Uh, I don't know, it just happened.
And I believe you continued your tryst with Hughes even after leaving Lebanon. I'm told that you created some kiln-fired and pottery works in New Zealand where you went after Lebanon.
Yes. Let me add a little to my answer for the last question. In Lebanon and the Levant, I saw a lot of mosaics and very intricate and beautiful forms of mosaic, and that tempted me to try my hand at that. And I did, and I created a very nice, interesting piece of two deers, and I call it Gentle Stones. It's on my website. But it was a very slow process, and the stones have to be very precisely cut, and also the quality has to be very precise, which is not easy to get. So after that, yes, when I moved on to New Zealand, since I was satisfied with the beginner's level, moving on to intermediate level of the other forms, I moved on to using my hands in pottery, because the people around me were doing it a lot. So I did some hand molding of clay pottery, porcelain pottery with the white clay, and then I learned to kiln fire them. I have a couple of pieces from that also. And first you mold it, then you dry it, you paint it, and then you fire it, and then again you glaze it and fire it again. It's a very interesting and very satisfying process which I learned in New Zealand.
And I believe that from there you moved on to, of course, via hometown Delhi, you moved on to Panama. And how was Panama for your creative instincts, ma'am?
It was beautiful. In fact, despite having lived in Lebanon by the sea, I did not really have too many of sea paintings. It was more color. In Panama, I did quite a bit of paintings with the theme of the sea and the ocean and the waters. And of course, the topography was totally different, the vibes were totally different. So the paintings, despite using similar shades, similar colors, the techniques, the paintings came out totally different and equally good. I enjoyed my time in Panama, personally and artistically.
I believe you're actually also a trained and accomplished business consultant who's worked with FICCI, the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce Industry, and the Punjab Haryana Chambers of Commerce and Industry. This is something which you couldn't keep up with because of your husband's diplomatic career. How do you propose to pan out in the future with your art, ma'am?
Well, coming from a business family, marrying into a government official's household, I would say it taught me how to balance between the two spectrums of the society. And yes, all these years I have lived a government official's spouse's role, moving now and then, having some restrictions, some freedoms, and learning a lot. I now plan to turn my art form into a full-fledged business and exhibit and sell my paintings, the ones I've already got, 80 to 90. And yes, once it starts going, I will continue making more and indulging myself in my heart's desire of painting vibrant hues and spreading love and coexistence through my artworks.
You have given us some very nice messages for the audience, both in India and abroad. So, dear viewers, I am sure you're going to enjoy actually visiting her exhibitions, physical or on her website, which is coming up, www.colorswipes.com. And she's also listed on various online galleries such as Saatchi Art in California, US. We compliment you, Sharmila, and thank you so much for your time. And we wish you all the very best, all success in your future, endeavors to deliver these excellent messages through humanity, through your varied and vibrant art colors. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, you will also see some of these pieces on her social media handles, on the Instagram, Facebook, etc. at the end of the interview. Thank you, Sharmila.